After a few nights in random dispersed sites I found in Maine, it was time to go on the hike that I was actually planning for in Maine. Good old Moxie Bald Mountain, right on the AT. Well, hello there. It's not another day on the AT. It's all over actually. But it is actually another day on the AT. If you've been watching my videos, you notice one of the last days there was a place called Bald Mountain. Because my shin, I hurt that tendon really badly, I took the bad weather bypass up there and I shaved off like half a mile. But guess what? I'm about 2.2 miles away from there right now. So I just parked my car right near the trail here. So I'm gonna get on the trail, go up there, do the red portion because I feel bad for skipping it. And I've always wanted to just do all the open sections of the trail that I could do. So I'm just gonna do that. Fortunately, this road is close enough and the road's not too bad. If you have a sedan, maybe you couldn't make it exactly, but my 4Runner, no problem. And I'm on the trail now and white blazes again, but I'm gonna head up to the trail. Nope, that was my inReach. Still keeping that around. But I'm gonna head up the trail. It's gonna be about 1,200 feet up. Do the Appalachian Trail and then take the bad weather bypass back. When I was through hiking, I took the bad weather bypass north. I'm gonna be taking it south this time. And this is all still within the calendar year, so the real nitpickers will well, they might give it to me or they might say I took a month off, so doesn't count as a thru hike completion anymore. But I'm gonna do this part and I'll do a couple of other parts too, like the zoo that was closed when I went there, so I had to take the pet bypass. So I'd like to go do that. And further down south there was another bad weather bypass I took because of freezing rain. So I'm gonna go do that as well. But that's in, I think it's in Tennessee. It's right by Irwin. But for today, Bald Mountain here in Maine. Beautiful day. Back on the AT. This is north. It's a beautiful day. It's nice and cool. I had my fleece on because I was actually kind of cold, so I thought I'd just keep it on. Tina did tell me I should try to find an orange vest, and I did look for one. I went to a general store, didn't have any, so I just kept going. I didn't want to make any crazy detours because from the place I was camped at, it's a 2-hour drive, and I didn't want to. Road construction ahead. Yeah, so it's a 2-hour drive, and I didn't want to keep stopping over and over looking for a red vest. I used to keep one in the car, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I lost it or it's stuffed down there somewhere. Maybe in my cargo box. I went through everything, but I don't know. But it's been a month. We've only gone on easy hikes in Canada. Tina and I went up there for about 3 weeks, but we only did easy to moderate hikes, less than like 3 miles long. So I think my cardiovascular system is just not going to be what it was. So I'm going to be stumbling around, I think. I brought my trekking poles. I might just use one and just carry the camera with the other, but it is a 1,200-foot climb, so it's not like it's super easy. It's 2.2 up, 2.2 down. All right, let's go finish this off and see what Bald Mountain looks like, and see if I made the right decision taking the bad weather bypass when I did. I was thinking that maybe I'd remember this part. I don't remember any of this. It's like a brand new trail. I mean, it was a long time ago, but still, I don't remember any of it. I guess muddy. I think when we were here, we were in the clouds. It was not the best weather day, but I definitely remember this stuff, but maybe not this portion. But all over around Maine, just fields of moss. Green, green, green moss. We're making our way. My foot feels good again. I guess the only thing that bothered me lately is the ball. For some reason, it's rather tender, even on short hikes. So hopefully after this, it's okay. We shall see. Here we are back at the junction. So if you haven't seen my AT thru hike videos, I hurt the tendon on the left foot, the top of the left foot badly, and the weather was really bad. It was really cloudy and drizzling the whole time we were here too. So we took the bad weather bypass just to shave off some time. It was late in the day as well, and we had a while to go before camp. The descent off Bald Mountain is quite long, but I'm here to hike the AT portion, which I didn't do before. So off we go. So this is all new AT trail for me, new white blazes. So another crazy adventure, right? But it should be like 0.8 miles because it doesn't look long, but it loops around, and then I'll take the bad weather bypass back. My goal is just to the AT portion. So, and the weather's nice today. I was gonna do it yesterday, but it was gonna rain all day, so I waited. And fortunately today is, well, the forecast said it was gonna be nice all day, but it was pretty gloomy and it was drizzling this morning, but it's actually clearing up and it's quite sunny. As you can see behind me, it's very sunny. Can you even see my body? Maybe I'll like green screen out my fleece and you can check out the forest behind me. All right, let us go. I'm supposed to get a clean slate shot before I do that, so I gotta put it on a tripod, film myself there, and then move out of the way, and then overlap that footage onto me, and it'll look like my head's floating. Maybe. Probably not, because the fleece has a lot of dark parts, shadows. But all right, let's go. This is so much easier without a pack on. Another cairn, and up we go. I don't think we're at the top or near the top yet, but like a lot of summits, there's some amazing views. Look at the fall colors down there. I think on top of there, maybe it's all pine trees, so it's darker, but it's so orange and amber, green. The big patches of green here and there. Pretty nice. I envy some of the Sobos, but they're way down south by now. They're not seeing these fall colors. But it's beautiful up here. Alright, I'm expecting it to get a lot windier here soon. Might have to take my hat off. Let's see how much more we got here. Almost there. Oh, I'm not there yet. Every time I see a sign, I think it's a sign for the mountain, but it says the mountain's this way. Yeah, I think that's it over there. There's another sign. And there seems to be like a metal hook, like a cable tie down here. I was looking around for the AT because I'm not sure if I'm on it, but no blazes up here. There we go. Is this it? Yep. Bald Mountain elevation 2630 feet. Beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Whew. Hike's only half over. Now I gotta go down. Beautiful day. After the summit of here, I was walking around. I was filming myself walking off, all confident which way to go. I have no idea where the AT is, but I think it's where that sign was. I think the Bald Mountain summit itself is like Blue Blaze. So now we have to go back to the sign because I see some cairns going in a different direction. So again, 2 miles on the AT and I'm kind of lost. I was trying not to stare at my phone. I try not to stare at my phone unless I have to. And I thought I could find it. I think I'm pretty sure this is it. I should have taken a better look at the sign when I walked by. Probably said AT north this way. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it says. And it goes that way. The forests are really turning orange out there. Really orange. Like huge, thick swatches of orange, and there's red and a little lower towards the water. But man, it's just beautiful. What a day. Here we come to the junction of the Bad Weather Bypass. And there it is. The AT continues on to my left, going north. And I contemplated coming up here from the north, but there are all those creek fords, and from all the rain, Tina mentioned that people are saying one of the crossings at least is impassable. But I'm glad I found these roads because it's only 2 miles up here, a little over 2 miles now. And on Gut Hooks, there was a mention of a campsite up here. There's just no water, but there's one trail that goes this way, and there's a couple of spots for maybe a one-person tent, but pretty crappy, not the best. And this is a Blue Blaze that goes back to my car. So off we go. These Blue Blazes look brand new. I mean, look how clean that is. Very fresh. It's been a month since we've been here, so it's possible they repainted all of them. I noticed on the way up here, the white blazes were all very new as well. Much newer than I remember, but I don't know. After a thru hike, it's just so many miles. Everything's kind of a blur. But yeah, those look new. But it's been a month, so plenty of time for people to come up. And we were well ahead of the bubble, so maybe some trail maintenance crews came up since then. Oh yeah, I remember walking this part. I remember looking up this way. Basically it was to the right, and that's Bald Mountain up there. I'm thinking, like, we could barely see it through the clouds. Maybe portions of it. I don't remember the bald spot, I just remember the trees. And thinking that the views are gonna be overgrown with the trees, but it was really cloudy. Not a good day for summiting that. And the climb down wasn't too bad. Climb up, steep at parts, but maybe I should have done it. I don't know. It was one of those trails where it's not super steep, but it slows you down because you have to be careful of your footing every time, just constantly, especially if you're hurt. But it would have added probably another 20 minutes to our hike, and it was so close to sunset. We had to, going north from here down off Bald Mountain, it's quite steep, and we had to get all the way down to our camp, and it was getting dark, so we cut it early just to get to camp before dark. Because once it's dark, it's tough. Like if you point your head beam down as you're descending, you can't see as much. With the headlight going up, it's great because you shine it right on what you need to go. Going down, it's a lot harder. So I'm still glad I made that choice to take that bad weather bypass. There were some cool things on the AT though, so kind of wish I did that. But I did it now. So let's continue on down. This bypass is actually quite long. But once we reconnect with the AT, just be down for 800 feet, back down to the car, and off we go. Tina messaged me while I was up at the top. I had service, and she asked me if I've seen any thru hikers, but it's September 27th, which is way too late for any novos to be here, because it's still like 130 miles, 120 miles to Katahdin, and it's way too late for Sobos to be here because it's already almost October. They should be way south of here by now, and most are, so I didn't think I'd see any. Definitely some section hikers, I thought. Kind of actually forgot how nice it was. Part of the reason I like hiking in the winter is because there's less people out there. Less people means more quiet, more chance of seeing wildlife, and it's just so quiet. Besides me talking and my footsteps, I'm trying not to use my trekking poles at all, just to reduce noise. I love hearing the wind coming. I love hearing the trees rustle, leaves rustling in the wind. I love hearing the trees creaking as the wind blows. Just seeing all this moss, all this green and orange. Just so quiet. Calm. I think when I am in my car or camping in my car, I watch TV and movies just to pass the time. And, well, I also really enjoy it. But it's always a lot of noise. But when you go hiking, when I go hiking, I don't listen to any music or anything. I just love hearing the sound of nature. And it's a perfect day right now. There are no bugs. Cool, not too hot. It's really nice. It's really nice. And it's sunny, so the moss is really green. Plants are turning red. Like a perfect time of year to be out here. Of course, on a thru hike, if you're here, you're a little too late because you should have finished Katahdin by now, by September 27th. But look at all that. That's it, I'm back on the road. That was probably the longest hike I've had since completion of the AT. It was only 4 miles. I think 4.1, not sure exactly. Was definitely the most elevation change I've had since the AT. So over 1,200 feet. I'll have to put the little chart of what I did here today. But yeah, they're working on this road here. There's some big trucks going through. And fortunately there was a little pull-out area. So I just pulled in there. It's just like a big rocky area. Hopefully it was okay. Still there. No truck drivers came by and pulled it, pushed it off the side of the road or something. But hike is over, and time to find camp. That's a big thing. I did find a spot with like a little driveway and an open field, and there's a fire pit there. But in Maine, there's just not that much public land. I'm not sure if it's good. I don't know. I might go up there. Supposedly, even like private and public landowners, they're okay with people camping as long as they don't have signs up saying like no trespassing. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I'm gonna go camp up there, but before that, I'm actually gonna head up this other road and check out this little lake that we saw during the thru hike, and just check that out because it's like a camp area. I thought it said no camping there, but I'm gonna go check it just in case it didn't, in which case I will camp there by the lake. One reason I like that Dirty Girl Gators is, look at this. This is after just 4 miles of hiking. Relatively muddy terrain, so there's not as much debris, but it just a ton gets in your shoes. Here's my right shoe. Yeah, ton. Just tons. And the Gators really help keep this stuff out. It's really bad. I'm gonna shake it out. Even on a 4-mile day hike, I did bring several main things. 1.5 liters of water. It's a big old Smart Water. Poop kit. I always bring this because you never know, and it's good to have it. Rain pants. Same rain pants I've taken on every thru hike. And I've got an Outdoor Research Helium 2. I got it at a REI garage sale years ago, maybe in 2019. The garage sales in Illinois where I live tend to be horrible, but the garage sale in Oswego in Oregon was actually really nice. And I got this one for pretty cheap because the zipper is kind of tighter than you would think. So I think someone returned it just because they thought it was a flaw. But those are the things I always carry. I think I found a spot for tonight. There was a bunch of private property along this road, but this area is all owned by a timber company. And they had a sign that said, you know, this and this, like yield to trucks and don't block roads and stuff. And it didn't say no camping. It said obey like parking signs and things like that. There are no camping signs here, but check out this wooden platform. I don't know exactly what they made this for. It looks like they park trucks there, and it's made out of these huge boards. I think it's so they don't get bogged down in the mud or something. I don't know. But I just parked my car there. It's off to the side. It's tucked away so people might not see me that easily, because I actually want to give myself a bath right now, just like a canteen cup bath. It's not windy over there. There's no solar, but my batteries are full now. But I think it's okay. There has been no trucking activity, no logging activity along this road at all. I don't hear anything, so I think it'll be okay for tonight. I won't stay here like multiple nights, but I just need a place to stay tonight, and then I'll move on tomorrow morning. But it's not exactly public land, but I think it's public use land, courtesy of the lumber company. So we'll see. I might have to move it a little. I thought it was gonna be level, but it looks like it's slanted. But yeah, that's pretty much life in that car. Out west, there's so much public land, like National Forest and BLM. It's pretty easy to find spots. But out here, like especially Maine, it's mostly private. But supposedly, like I said before, it's private, but open for public use as long as you're responsible and clean up after yourself, things like that. So I think it's home for today. There are all these flies coming out. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll make some more videos as I go. I'm still typing up my AT stats, believe it or not. I'm up to like day 160 now. It's taking forever because I gotta take all the stats I recorded in my book and type them into a spreadsheet, and I gotta try to make charts and graphs out of them. It's taking forever. I usually do finances all in one video showing it all, but I think I'm gonna do that separately just because all the stats I kept way more stats this time than before. So I think it's quite interesting. I've been looking at them. It's quite interesting. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Y'all take care, and y'all have a good night. Bugs. All right, I gotta bathe myself before these bugs get worse. All right.